Commissioner Budselig. This is Peter Levitt. I am currently doing a project on why baseball needs a salary cap, and this is a video to you. Money is one of the few things in the world that can dictate an entire population's tendencies. Such is the case with America, too. As Commissioner of Major League Baseball, you are the most influential man in the game. It is because of people like you that offer baseball hope today. People like you that offer guidance and set standards. Guidance with relativity to baseball is all about how players and coaches should act and what you can do to get them to act that way. And baseball needs plenty of guidance. Because of the late Mitchell report, the public view of baseball has been in decline. Baseball players to them are heroic and iconic figures. To know that they cheated shatters the hopes and morals of children all around the country. Although the majority of baseball players and the professionals are clean and ethical, there are some whose moral standards are low and do whatever it takes to get on top. In a sense, because of the inaction of the higher-ups in MLB, cheating has not been discouraged. Those who took performance-enhancing drugs and got away with a successful baseball career are seen as profiteers. By keeping salaries at an all-time high and watching his profits soar through the roof, we are only adding fuel to the fire. Preventative treatment for this profiteering is the best way to go. If we reduce the amount the players are earning every year, this would create a chain of events that would ultimately benefit the entire professional baseball organization. Ticket prices would change, organization profits would even out amongst big and small market teams, and competitive balance would arise. As you can see here, this is the average salary that Americans make. However, this is the average salary, $3 million, that Major League Baseball players make. In fact, this is an underestimation. What you make, Budselig, is approximately $5 million. If you juxtapose the two, you will see the gross difference between. Most importantly of the benefits aforementioned is that players will be earning less money, thus making them think twice before they put their career on the line by sacrificing their bodies to the game of baseball. At this point, I assume that you are concerned about the latter portion, lower salaries. If player salaries are lowered, naturally, all other aspects of baseball salaries in MLB will be lowered too. To this, I say, have you ever considered that you make too much money? When is enough enough? I asked that same question to 264 randomly selected citizens at the local Willow Grove Mall. You might be surprised by the results. Judging by the average salary today, the uneducated mind might think that little consideration is involved from allocating such high salaries. All of us know that the average professional sports salaries are far above the average salaries of every other industry in the world. Such incentives allow for insane competition within the league. However, money is the root of all evil. When it comes to the source of corruption, one can point to history to realize that money and power are strong motivators. No different is the association between the salaries these baseball players are getting and the drive they have to perform better. Professional baseball players are seen as iconic figures throughout the country. Not only are they fast, athletic, and have generally positive and supportive attitudes, but they take steroids. Of those who completed said survey, 89% did not condone the use of steroids when asked the question, should those who admit to steroid use be allowed to play Major League Baseball? In addition, out of the entire sample of questioned citizens who answered, more than 75% commented saying that steroid usage makes the game unfair to others and sets a bad example for baseball's audience. This is the view that they are imposing on thousands of children on a consistent basis. It has to stop now. If it doesn't, in the near future, then this coming generation will be susceptible to the lack of responsibility and might act considerably more impulsive. All of this starts with lowered salaries. Lowering salaries will, in turn, make baseball players more easily recognize the ramifications that taking steroids have. But increased steroid use is only one of the negative effects that monetary gluttony comes with. One of the biggest problems that comes from such high salaries is the continuous feeling of omnipotence, indestructibility, and a lack of responsibilities. By eliminating this huge intake of cash, we can also eliminate all immoralities within baseball. Eventually, all sports salaries will be on par with the work these athletes put in, as opposed to exorbitantly inflated. When that time comes, the sports world will be a better, cleaner world, in which kids can safely assume a role model or two. What you need to do soon is advocate for a salary cap in Major League Baseball. A salary cap would solve all of these problems. Not only would the competitive imbalance be cured, as weak drawing teams would have the same opportunity as big market teams, but the issue of gluttony-derived immoralities could potentially be mended as well. Of course, alternatives should be considered too, but because of all the problems a hard salary cap would solve, I recommend to you, as a now educated citizen of baseball, to fix the game with a salary cap.